chance of a long life. Monday, 20th of May, Daily Telegraph, Sydney, Australian newspaper. Obesity has become so widespread it has stunted the improvement of life expectancy across the country. Researchers from University of Melbourne have released a report which reveals after 20 years of rapid increases in life expectancy at birth, the rate is now falling behind most other high-income nations. So what are they really basing that on? How can you say they're longer based on 20 years of life expectancy at birth? Are they basing that on people born in the 40s, 50s and 60s? You can't base it on the last 20 years because they're only 20 years old. Each generation, every 10-year period, it seems people are dying younger and younger. I've said it before, people born after the year 2000 will be lucky to hit 70. AMA Queensland President Dr. Dillip said the findings were not surprising and a timely reminder and wake-up call that all governments needed to get serious about national obesity rates. Obesity is costing the nation $8 to $12 billion. 8 to 12 billion. Don't look at that as a cost to the country. Think of that as who's making that money. Who's getting that money? Who are they paying off to make our governments allow GMO food in their country? Poisons to be sprayed on that food. We are no longer eating food. Somebody's making billions of dollars. Obesity isn't the problem. Sure, you get fat, but it's the illnesses these foods are causing. Obesity isn't causing cancers and everything else. It's the actual chemicals in that food. Getting fat from the food is kind of a byproduct. Same paper, same day. Stop serial killers. Can you imagine the sheer scale of the national outrage if giant tobacco companies started marketing their products directly to your children? Consider this. Tobacco is responsible for around 8 million deaths globally every year. Poor dietary choices, on the other hand, claim around 11 million lives a year. 8 million for smoking, 11 million for food. Sugar, of course, is the major culprit. The UK's NHS reports that sugary drinks alone claim 130,000 lives globally. Take Nutri-Grain cereal, for example, marketed as Iron Man food and one of the highest protein cereals and carrying a 4-star health rating, stamped right there in the box. Yet, when you dig a little deeper, you discover every 100 grams of cereal contains a whopping 26.7 grams of sugar. That's 6 teaspoons. Who's making all the money from this? Who's allowing it in our foods? Who's paying the people that approve these star ratings to put on your box of cereal for your kids to say it's healthy? So what happens? Little Freddie and Jenny eat their Nutri-Grain for breakfast, go to school, all hyped up, jumping around the classroom and can't be controlled. So what do? They need to go to the doctors. They got attention deficit disorder and need to be drugged to calm them down. No, they need to get off this shit food. Now this is in the paper the next day. Eat those greens, especially the broccoli. Well, I've said for a long time also, I think broccoli is a bit of a superfood, good for so many things. Forget all the super expensive superfoods, just reach for the broccoli. 2 new studies have shown compounds found in broccoli can stave off cancer and could also correct brain chemical imbalances with people with schizophrenia. It goes on. The findings may lead to new therapies that involve concentrations of the compound developed into drugs directly targeted at tumours. I'm going to swear, block your ears. Fuck the drugs, eat fucking broccoli. What all these drug companies do is take parts of a healthy food, put them in a drug, and then so-called cure you or helps you heal. No, eat the good plant food that God, nature provides, and you won't get any diseases except for the ones they create in the lab and spray over us and put upon humanity. But there it is, eat the foods. Look at every new drug that comes out. It's all a scientific breakthrough how they've created a brand new drug based off some element in a plant. You want to beat cancer? You want to get healthy? Realign the body? Well, you won't beat cancer, but your body once realigned, eating normal healthy plant foods, organic, not GMO and sprayed with poisons, your body will naturally eradicate pathogens in the body and realign to its normal, healthy, vibrant self. This ain't rocket science. This ain't scientific. It's just life. Yeah, a scientist comes along and makes his scientific breakthrough on something they've been doing for thousands and thousands of years. You don't need science to get healthy. You need good, healthy, organic, non-GMO plant food.